Well, the last episode was tough as the reality of the Premier League continues to bump us on the nose. And today, well, it ain't gonna get any easier.
As the Uruguayan curls one in. Oh, Middlesbrough take the lead!
What is up, guys? Matthew here, and welcome back to another episode of our FM Project Boro Career Mode here today. And as always, we're playing 2 games in the Premier League today, but a game in the Carabao Cup/League Cup as well, which, is a great opportunity for us to progress in a cup competition and possibly make the last 8. Now, of course, as always, basing off of the poll in the community tab, exactly like the last episode yesterday, because essentially I'm recording them back to back, the poll is obviously the same still. So you guys have voted 52% for me to show you guys every game that we play in the Premier League, with 48% of you guys wanting me to skip through. So if you want to give your opinion on, if you want to see me play every game for this first season in the Premier League, or if you'd like me to still skip through them to get through the season a bit quicker, there is a poll in the community tab right now, which I urge you to go and check out, and that's the best place to let me know what you want to do, and we'll keep doing whatever the poll says we should do. So today, it's going to be tough. The games we've got in the Premier League are both extremely tough, and it could end up being 4 defeats on the bounce if we're not careful. We've got Aston Villa at home, who are 8th in the league, and let me tell you, have a pretty stupid team, if I'm honest. And then we head to Arsenal, which gives me awful PTSD from the FA Cup battering we got last season, which obviously was a 7-1 defeat. So I'm very much hoping that the Blackpool game can be a little break where we can, nicely get into the next round of the League Cup and all is rosy once again. As for the Premier League, a lot of games have been played since we were last here. We obviously had the Leicester late kickoff, which they actually won. They beat Tottenham and jumped us, so we did drop to 12th after that result. But since then, all of the daytime kickoffs have came and gone, as with a late kickoff, and that's affected the league even more so. So looking at it now, we're down to 15th all of a sudden, just like that. I'm like, oh my god, we were 6th in the last episode, what's going on? But we're down to 15th now. Obviously, goal difference means even a draw against Aston Villa would take us up to 13th. So all is good, and I mean, if we were to pull a win out of somewhere, even better. But 4 points clear of the drop, that's what we need to keep looking at. We need to ensure that there are 3 teams that are going to be worse than us in the Premier League this season. And if I'm honest, Tottenham, I'm pretty sure, will jump us eventually. Palace, Blackburn, Norwich, I mean, surely Newcastle will improve. Leeds, I don't know. I've got a feeling Leicester will comfortably stay up as well. So we're going to be in a real fight to stay up this season. I honestly do believe that. Yeah, we had a good start, but it's hard to see 3 teams who I can be confident will be worse than us at this moment in time. But anyway, we can only change the narrative by getting the performances and the points won on the pitch. So let's get the team ready for our home game against Aston Villa. Okay, so here's the team then that we've got against Aston Villa. Hermansen is in goal. We've got Rule Walters, Totti. I have brought Darragh Lenihan into the centre of defence today. Ryan Manning will start at left back following Ian Matson's shocker last time out, where he got booked and gave away a penalty. Ideguchi's going to be at the base with Hackney. We're bringing back in Riley McGree today. Diallo's on the right. We've moved Isaiah Jones onto the left. Pissetto will remain up front as Martial is close to being fully fit, but isn't quite ready. But obviously we suffered 2 really humbling defeats last time out. We, I think, had 1 highlight in the 2 games to Brentford and Brighton. And to be honest with you, I think the Brighton game was actually not too bad. We lost 2-0, but obviously gave away one of them goals stupidly ourselves. The Brentford game was the real sort of, disappointing one. And, they're one of the Premier League's leading goal scorers, Villa. That's a little bit more of a worry. Lenihan makes his 125th appearance. That's fantastic. And Moussa Diaby, apparently he's in form. But I've had a little look at the Villa team, and it's ridiculous. They have a certain Brazilian on the left called Neymar. I don't know if you've heard of him, but Villa have Neymar. Well, he's not playing. He's not in the squad. Oh, well, we're not going to see Neymar at the Riverside today. He was in the squad. He must be injured. But nevertheless, a very good team. And top goal scorers this season. They clearly concede as well, because they're not obviously at the very top of the league. But this is going to be difficult. And I'm just hoping we can stay in the game and nick something like we have done in games against Newcastle and the likes. But Villa cutting inside. Leon Bailey with a pretty weak effort in the end. Was really worried we might be about to concede early there. But the longer we stay in the game, the better. Not give anything stupid away early. But Villa do have a free kick on the right-hand side. Cash and Konsa play it between them. Back to Tielemans now. Konsa. Ooh, I thought Passetto might have nicked it off him there, but it goes back to the goalkeeper. No real press on there as Villa are allowed to play it out from the back once again. Here is Diaby. Good ball in behind to Vitor Roque. He puts a cross in towards Yuri Alberto, and he really should be doing better there. Not a free header, but he towered over the Boro defenders, but couldn't put his header on target, which was a very big missed opportunity. But it's all Villa at the moment. And we're getting used to this, aren't we? We spend most of our games just sitting and watching the opposition. And we might have the odd highlight here and there, but they've carved us open. And it was a lovely ball over the top. A little bit of luck by the way the ball ricocheted back to Vitor Roque. But he was there. Poacher's efforts to tap the ball home. And it's 1-0 to Villa. Yeah, good ball in behind. Diaby with a well-timed run. Hermansen saved it, and it just ricocheted into Vitor Roque. And that was very unlucky. It's safe to say. Oh, here come Villa again. Jesus. I mean, this counter-attacking setup's meant to have us, really defensively solid and catch them on the break. Essentially, we're not doing anything going forward, and we're still just as open at the back. So we're essentially just chopping off our attacking limb and being just as sort of bad at the back. I'm going to have to go cautious, because I feel like we are just getting annihilated here. We need to just settle things down and get into the game. Right, we have a corner. And it was terrible by Deguchi. Straight into the first man. Amad Diallo now. Plays it into Darrell Enahan. Ryan Manning. Can we create something? Manning now. It's a great run. Cross comes in. Diallo's in the box. Easy for the goalkeeper. Maybe we're looking at another Villa highlight, and FM just sympathised with us, wanted to give us a little period of possession, but it's actually, in a sense, it's just going to give Villa a second goal. Here they go down the right-hand side. Vitor Roque crosses it in. Yuri Alberto, and he has slapped the crossbar there. And, oh, well, Walters looks like he's gave away a very cheap free kick on the left-hand side here, and this is going to be a continuation of the highlight. Digne with the free kick. Back post. Oh, the ball had gone out. That was a bit of a waste, wasn't it? I am starting to wonder, though, with the number of defenders we've got, we just still don't look solid enough. And I'm wondering if we might have to trial 5 at the back, because we've got 2 wide centre-backs in Totti and Vandenberg, who we can play either side of a centre-back. We could have Lenahan in there. Walters and Maatsen as the wing-backs. It gives us 1 less body required in midfield, and I think we're quite light in midfield as it is. And we can still have Diallo, Jones and Passetto up front. I might trial that. In fact, I might trial that now. Why not? So, Ideguchi's had a pretty bad game. So, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to drop Ideguchi into a back 5. Is it going to let me? Is it going to be annoying? It's being annoying. It's being really annoying. Not letting me swap. There we go. So, we're going to have Walters as a wing-back. That fits in quite nicely. Lenahan, centre-back. Totti, Wide centre-back. Ideguchi comes off for Rav. He's going to be a wide centre-back, so that fits with what they do and how they like to play. Manning wing-back, Root as wing-back. Awesome. Then we've got the two central midfielders. I do want one who's still relatively defensive. So I'm going to bring Ideguchi back on, but I'm going to have him as the ball winner and have Hackney as the deep-lying playmaker, and it allows us to still have the wingers with Isaiah and Diallo on either side, Passetto up front. Let's try it. Let's try it. It's time for everyone to dig in the second half. You weren't that bad. You weren't that bad. Passetto, you kind of were, but let's just tell you weren't that bad. And we're going to swap it up. Let's see what happens when we go 5 at the back. Will that give us a little bit more in terms of counter-attacking? Or are we about to concede a second goal and the changes I made were absolutely pointless? Oh, Totti. Oh, Totti, what are you doing? Oh, my word. Bailey's at the bar. I mean, you know what? For all of the defensive changes we can make, if we're doing stuff like that, it doesn't make a difference, does it? God, that was atrocious. And now here comes Anthony. Yuri Alberto tipped over by Hermansen. We are under the cosh. I'm going to watch this highlight before I change anything. Vitor Roque crosses it in and Konsa heads it over. We're gonna go back to our wing play system. Oh, it's going to alter the formation though, isn't it? Let's just swap to wing play with the current system at least. Why is Ideguchi gone to... Oh, it swapped Ideguchi and Rav for some reason. Yeah, I want us to play... I'm going to switch to our other tactic, but do it where we're 5 at the back. I'll be back in a second. Altered everything, and we are now playing our more possession-based game, but with 5 at the back. So here's hoping we might have more of the ball, which means we might be able to affect the game a little bit more. And the width there has got us out from the Villa press with Manning there. So already we've got up the pitch. Passetto now. Here's Amad Diallo. Have we just completed a tactical absolute masterstroke? Passetto's in! The flag's up! I do think he was off. But already we've seen us go forward with impetus and almost get ourselves back into the game, but he was offside. Diallo there. Oh, he's miles off. Absolutely acres of space. Going to try and encourage Passetto a little bit. Luca Digne with a free kick here. Oh, wow. What a goal. That is one of them what you've got to just sit back and say, what the hell do you do about that? He's absolutely thunderbastard one in the top corner. Just when I thought there was a chance that we might be getting back into this game. Oh, dear. Bring on Matson. Swap Diallo. In fact, we'll keep Diallo on the right. Jones isn't having a good game. We'll bring on Bangura. Ideguchi's having a bit of a stinker, isn't he? I might bring Muslija on. And we'll have him as an attacking playmaker. He can get us forward a little bit, but I think that free kick has took the game away from us. The Premier League's really hard. It's really hard. Wins are absolutely vital. I mean, we've not had a single shot on target in this game, which is annoying. But let's see if we can get ourselves a goal here with Muslija. Here's Hackney. Diallo, beautiful. Muslija now. Can he cross it into Passetto? Passetto! Oh, it's a great save. That's the chance. That was the chance to make it interesting. but it was saved by Heddle. Don't know where Martinez is nowadays, but yeah, you feel like that was the opportunity there that we had to really take if we were to have any hopes of getting back into the game. Never mind. Villa might be about to seal it here. We have gone attacking, and I think we might get picked off and punished. Andre Silva. Back to Diego Carlos Mafio now. Diego Carlos again. Here's Feeney. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Good pressing by the boys. Oh, Musley just won it back. I didn't see that. Oh, he's missed. Oh. Did he really just miss an open goal from 25 yards out? I mean, that sums the game up, doesn't it? That sums the game up right there. We had an open goal and we still missed. Oh, I'm not happy with your performance. I don't want to keep bashing them, but I feel like they're going to be patronised if we try and... Oh, I can't be bothered. Assistant, do that. Oh, another defeat without a goal being scored. I mean, Villa are a very good side, aren't they? But this is the reality. And Arsenal are up next. Oh, Christ. Okay. Well, we'll turn our attention to a game that we should win, thankfully. Blackpool up next, away in the Cup. A great chance to progress in the League Cup, and a game we will take extremely seriously. But I am going to possibly dabble with 5 at the back, because I just don't like this. I don't like our fluid counter-attack, because it simply isn't getting us anywhere. We're not creating anything. The wins we've had is where we've played positive football. We just need to do that while also ensuring that we're solid at the back. That's the balance we need to strike. And I think 3 defenders at the centre, 2 wing-backs could be the answer. But I'll have a fiddle around with the tactics and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so here's my vision. So this is what I want us to do. We're going to play with our possession-based game. I just feel like my philosophy of keeping as much of the ball, because in my eyes, the more you have the ball, the less your opposition has the ball, which means the less chance they have of affecting the game. And I feel like when we're sitting back and just allowing the opposition the ball and we're trying to defend and catch them, we're just allowing them to just come at us, and we don't have enough to counter them going in the other direction. So, we're going to go 5 at the back. We're going to have wing-backs because luckily the full-backs we've brought in are very capable of doing that. So Walters can be our right wing-back. Maatsen is a very good left wing-back. And we've got two centre-backs who love being wide centre-backs. So Totti's a left-footed wide centre-back, which is perfect. And Rav Vandenberg is a right-footed wide centre-back, so that's perfect. And we'll have Lenihan sat in the middle. Hopefully he's going to be the ultimate no-nonsense stopper. In midfield then, we're going to have 1 midfielder defending, 1 attacking. So Ideguchi is going to be the ball winner, and then we'll have Hackney as the advanced playmaker. This allows us and eases the weight on the lack of depth in midfield, you could say. So Ideguchi could quite easily swap for O'Brien or McGree. Hackney could quite easily swap for Muslija. And because we're going to have wing-backs going up either side, it's pointless us having wingers because they'll just get in each other's way. So what we're going to do is we're going to utilise the inside forwards. Jones is a very good inside forward. He's almost as good as that as he is winger. So he's going to come inside. Sarmiento's naturally an inside forward anyway, so we're going to have them coming in. Wing-backs going down either side. And I'm hoping that will give us the solidity at the back while also being defensively sound and effective going forward. That's the hope. That's what I see. The style of football is the same. It's just the number of personnel we have in different positions has changed. And I know the board are not going to like it because they want us to play defensive, counter-attacking football. But I see what I see, and I don't think that's working. So, the first test of it, and luckily we'll be able to test it out in a game where, we'll have more of the ball and we'll be able to see what might come of it. And we've got Blackpool in the cup. So let's see how we get on with this new tactic. And fingers crossed, we can also, in the process, progress to the last 8 of the League Cup. Okay, so I don't have to run through the team. It's pretty much as I just showed you guys. However, Passetto has come in for Martial, who I think was originally starting in the tactic I previously showed you guys. I've just noticed, actually, that's a great point by the assistant. Raoul Walters isn't 100%, so we will have to bring in Anderson Arroyo, who can play as a pretty good wing back. Nathan Ferguson probably not as effective in that role, so we will give Walters a rest. It's probably a chance for us to give quite a few players a rest, but I really want to see how this tactic gets on. We will bring Misleader in for Hackney, who's not 100% fit. I just feel like there's a couple of players in this team who need a goal. Passetto needs a goal. His form's not been great. Sarmiento's form has not been great. And maybe, a clean sheet will just give Hermansen a boost. Oh, you know what? Senny. We'll play Senny. We will give Senny a game. Okay. I'm intrigued. Very, very intrigued to see how we get on. We're all sick of getting bad results. We're all just sick and tired of it. Let's go out there, put a few past Blackpool, and get our spot in the last 8. Okay. The interesting question is whether this is too soon to make the changes, because the last few games have been poor, but has the start of the season been poor? I don't know. Overall, we're not in the bottom 3, we're not rock bottom, winless, or anything like that. It's just adjusting your expectations, I guess. That's the hardest thing to do. But instantly, we do have a highlight already. Here's Sarmiento cutting inside, and Passetto scores! Oh, it's like therapy. Can we have a cup game every week? It just takes us out of them games where we're barely getting a highlight, barely getting a look in. And I do believe we're better when we play possession-based football. We play our game. If we get outplayed, we get outplayed. But I feel like we give ourselves a chance by keeping the ball and trying to be positive. And that's a big goal for Passetto and a big assist as well for Sarmiento. To be honest, they're two players who've been, pretty off form, I'd say. So they needed a goal contribution and they've got one, which is awesome. I mean, we've absolutely dominated. You'd expect us to, let's be honest. But only the 1 goal up. So, this game is far from done and dusted quite yet. Very quick half that was. Blackpool haven't really registered anything in terms of XG, but we'll simply give the boys some confidence and tell them to keep going, and so far so good. But it only takes this to happen. 1 long throw into the box. Matsson's headed it, straight back out, and they've had a shot from miles out. It was just over the bar. That's their first real effort, I believe. And that's why we've just got to be wary of a Blackpool sucker punch. Isaiah Jones isn't having a great game. Looks a bit tired, so we'll bring on Ahmed Diallo. A lot of other players, though, playing well, which is very good to see. And we instantly have a highlight on the hour here. Sarmiento back to Maatsen now. Maatsen with a great low cross into Passetto, who takes it out of the box to Arroyo. Low cross into Ahmed Diallo here. Diallo back to Arroyo. Sarmiento! And I think that was a very, very, very big block there by the Blackpool defender. That would have probably been 2-0. Matson's corner, headed out by Duffy. Back to Diallo now. Matson. Oh. That is such an annoying highlight when that happens. You play it back out and he's offside. Hope it doesn't happen again. Okay, another in-swinger. Matson again. In the box. Headed out. Amad Diallo catches it on the volley. Oh, and it's... I think it hit the bar. What a goal that would have been by Amad Diallo. Very unlucky there. But the bar keeps Blackpool in the game. And then he's hit the post from across. Wow. Blackpool are up against it here. We've got them on the ropes. But we've not killed them off yet. Matson's not having a good game. Manning can come on. Left wing back. I think we'll bring on O'Brien and Martial. Not the goalkeeper. No, let's not bring Mads Hermansen on up front. That wouldn't be great. Let's see if the boys we've brought on can help us get that all-important second goal and seal the deal here. Muslija. Oh, and Totti's headed it over the bar. Still only the one goal. Are we going to be FM'd here? Oh, Sarmiento, he's lucky there. Manning has picked up the scraps there. Here's O'Brien to Totti. Manning. Oh, he had Sarmiento inside. There he is, Sarmiento! Saved by the goalkeeper. And that's the wing back going outside, inside forward going inside. That's a little bit of that coming off there. But Muslija has a corner, which he might take at some point today. Oh, I think Lenihan had a header that was saved. Their goalkeeper is keeping them in this. I mean, we've battered their goal. It really should be more than 1-0, but the result is all that matters, and we've booked our place in the last 8 of the League Cup. And I'm going to say that was good, everyone. Hopefully that will give them a bit of a boost of morale. But yeah, we're through. We're through to the next round. Chelsea will join us. Brighton will join us. Arsenal will join us. Dearie me. We are going to be, I think, facing a very tough draw in the next round. We'll praise Vandenberg's performance. And at least we've got a win to speak of. It's always nice. We have also made a loan bid for a central midfield, but now we've changed tact. I'm not 100% sure we might need it. A 21-year-old midfielder, deep line playmaker. Don't know if we'll need that. But the Carabao Cup quarter-final draws coming up next. Blackburn are through, Sheffield United are through, Brentford are through, City just got through. So yeah, I'll be back in a moment and we'll find out who we've got in the last 8. Okay, so we're here for the draw. Just worth noting, the guy we were looking at to loan, the midfielder, his work permit was rejected. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. He wasn't going to get here anyway, so we've cancelled that. But here we go then. This is like the FA Cup draw all of a sudden. Claude Makalele is going to be the host. What a legend he is. One of the best CDMs in the Premier League era. And his team come out first. It's Chelsea. Are we heading to Stamford Bridge in the last 8? Oh, Arsenal. 2 of the big guns have drawn each other. That's big. And we're at home. Give us someone easy. Give us Sheffield United. Oh, Blackburn at home. I'll take that. I think we've gotten a pretty generous draw there. Sheffield United will host Brighton. Yes, Brighton. And I'm going to assume Man City will get a home draw because it's fixed. Oh no, never mind. Brentford then will host Manchester City in the final quarter-final, and I tell you what, we have a chance of making the semi-finals here of the League Cup. We beat Blackburn earlier in the season. They're struggling a little bit in the Premier League. But yeah, Chelsea and Arsenal drawing each other. That's the best case scenario, really. I think City have... Even then, a trip to Brentford's not a gimme. And Sheffield United, Brighton, anything can happen there. So that's awesome. I'm quite looking forward to the quarter-final. We will ensure that is definitely on screen. That's in the middle of a packed December period. So let's finish the episode then and probably get a body slam down to earth as we head to the Emirates for the third time in the series. We've not gotten anything from either of our two previous visits in the Cup, and Arsenal currently sit second in the Premier League. So yeah, watch this one from behind the sofa, guys. It's time to head to the Emirates. Okay then, so the team to play no other than Arsenal. Yeah, here we go again. So, we're going to have Mats Hermansson in goal. We are going to stick with what I think is our strongest back five for now. Walters, Rav, Lenihan, Totti. I am probably going to persist with Ryan Manning over Maatsen. I feel like Maatsen's just a little bit up and down at the moment. His form's not being great. But Hackney and Odeguchi will start in the midfield. We've got Jones and Sarmiento on either side. Sarmiento had a good game, as did Pusetto. We are going to stick with our current approach, but we're going to go cautious. I don't think defensive will work. I think we might be asking for trouble if we go defensive. But I remember the 7-1 from last season. I just hope we don't have that again. Let's, play the underdog card. Everyone seems relaxed, which is good. First goal's crucial. Yeah. Oh, cross your fingers. Cross everything, guys. This is one of them games where you say, this isn't the team we're fighting. This isn't the team we're battling against. So whatever happens, happens. But I mean, a point would just be amazing. 2 points clear of the drop at the moment. A point would edge us that little bit further clear. And as you know, and I think as one of the guys in the comments, one of the Arsenal fans, ironically enough, I think said in the comments, I think your username slips my mind, did say, rightfully so, that every point is like gold dust in the Premier League. And that is absolutely true. But Boro playing the ball out from the back here against Arsenal. Who the hell do we think we are? Do play it back to Rav Vandenberg here, but we've got width, to help us play out from the back. Walters plays it back to Jones. We're just about clinging onto the ball at the moment, but I'm wary of us getting pressed in areas like this. Rav, careful. Keep calm, boys. Keep composed. Come on. He's going to hoof it, isn't he? I mean, we are playing around the Arsenal press very well here. I just think it's going to go wrong in any given up, and there it is. Okay. There it is, we've gave it away. Odegaard into Jesus. Oh, he's put it wide. I thought for all of my... Well, for love nor money, that was going to be 1-0 Arsenal. And it still might be. Martin Odegaard over this set piece. This is not what you want to see. And Hermansson makes a save. Oh, these are the periods where we need to just hang on and hope for a bit of good fortune. Martinelli. Odeguchi heads it clear. Jesus recovers it though, and they will come again, Arsenal. Martinelli. Offside. We've survived the first 10 minutes. We are 1/9 of the way there. And now Arsenal are playing it out from the back. Now then, can we press them? No, they're out. Just like that, they're out. Jesus to Havertz now. Oh, God, look at the space for Martinelli. Where's our right back? Where's our right back? Martinelli's in the box! And there it is. Back to front within a moment. Arsenal make it 1-0. And where was Walters? I know he's playing his old club, but where is he? He's just not there. he just opted to go for a stroll around his old club, around the Emirates, go and visit a few of his old pals. What a shame. What a shame. Arsenal 1-0 up. I'd just like to see us get a goal, a highlight, a goal, anything. I'm sick of losing games to 0. We don't draw in the Premier League. We either win really well or lose really badly. But I wouldn't say Arsenal have absolutely smashed us. It's not been that one-sided, but it is going to end up 1-0 at half-time to Arsenal. And it's a case of how do we find a way through? How do we try and find a way through it? We're underdogs. We can salvage a draw. We just need one moment. We got it against Newcastle. We've had it in numerous games. One moment changed everything. Sarmiento is very, very frustrated. So let's get him out of there and we'll play Diallo and Jones. Paseto's nervous. I think Martial's nervous as well. But Paseto's not really done the business of late. And I'm a little bit worried about these two, Lenihan and Totti, in danger of being booked. I've just got this awful feeling they might be about to concede a penalty or something. We'll go balanced though. Let's try and edge our way up the pitch. We've made a couple of changes. Let's try and edge our way up the pitch here and try and steal a point from the Emirates. Be an outstanding result if we could. But it means a highlight. We've got one. Itaguchi plays it to Martial. Oh, he's hit the bar. What an effort. Totti, Itaguchi, keep the pressure on. Totti, he's turned into the corner. I thought that was the moment. And, oh, God, now we've gave Odegaard another set-piece opportunity. Oh, my God, now they've hit the woodwork. Wow. It's all happening. It's all happening. Come on, boys. Find something. Find a goal. Find a moment of quality. I don't care who it comes from, where it comes from. I just don't want Arsenal to get a second. Oh, Martinelli's in. Here it comes. Oh, they're just too good, man. They're just too good. A lovely ball inside to Martinelli, who makes no mistake by putting it in to the bottom corner. Yeah, the midfield pair are having a bit of a stinker, aren't they? We'll give Musleja a chance. And we'll give O'Brien a chance. Change it up. That's 4 changes. Azai's having a pretty bad game as well, so we'll bring on Bangura. But it's too late for anything to really happen now. I mean, really, we needed to still be 1 goal in it. With the final 10 minutes, as it happens, I think 2 goals is way too much of a stretch now, even if we wanted to steal a point. Nevertheless, Amad Diallo on the run here, down the right-hand side. We've opted to go attacking. Martial misses it. Bangura! Oh, has he missed? Oh! Oh my God. How did Bangura miss the entire target? Oh, God. Musleja missed an open goal. And Bangura, I mean, that wasn't far off an open goal, is Nketiah 3-0. Yeah. The only thing about me showing you guys every game is you're going to see me getting beat a lot. Which isn't very good. It's not very nice. At least it's not 7-1, eh? Let's go balance. Let's just not concede anymore. Life in the Premier League is so hard. Walters, I mean, he's had a stinker, hasn't he, against his old club? He really, really has. We've got winnable games coming up. That's the main thing. Leeds and Palace next 2 games, I mean, we have to look to get maybe a win or 2 from them. I mean, Bangura's just missed another sitter. I mean, what a save, but Jesus Christ, you've got to be scoring from there. You've got to be scoring. Must lead you, mate. Don't even waste time. It's pointless. Ben White clears. You know, let's not forget these teams are in a different world. It's not like in the Championship where top can beat bottom, anyone can beat anyone. It is like 2 leagues in one, and we very much are in the bottom league, and Arsenal are in the top league. You know, and getting a result in places like this, it's next to impossible. And we can't judge our season off of games like this. And obviously the one time we do put the ball in the back of the net, it's offside. Diallo legging it back up to the centre circle. It's a bit late now, mate. Oh, it was awarded. Oh, well, that's all right then, isn't it? It was onside. Good finish. Great cross from Manning. He needed that, by the way. He's dropped a 5.9. That is a stinker of a performance. But we lose 3-1 to Arsenal. Doesn't look as bad on paper, and I guess we started to come back into it. You gave it your best, lads, and you know what? That's all we can say to them. These are not the games. Whatever. I really can't be bothered. You know, these are the games we don't really judge our season from, and we just have to keep the boys' morale up, take it on the chin, and move on. So if the poll remains as is, we will continue on back to back and play the Palace and Leeds games. I feel like they are 2 big games as well, especially Palace at home. I mean, they're not playing well at all. That's almost like the Norwich game. You know, it's a huge opportunity for us to pick up 3 points, and even Leeds away is a chance. And then suddenly you've got West Ham, City, even Leicester, which you look at and go, oh no, Tottenham, yeah. So yeah, look at that, Villa, Chelsea. I mean, every game's tough in the Premier League, but I'll keep an eye on the poll, and if you guys still want me to play every game, we will. If you're sick of me losing, completely understand, and we will start to skip through the fixtures a little bit, because I think it's safe to say we know what the Premier League's all about now, and it's not pretty. So, 4 defeats on the bounce in the league, but we are into the last 8 of the League Cup. Let's see how we get on in the next episode, whether we show the 2 games, whether we don't. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and hopefully, regardless, we get points from Palace and from Leeds. But that's it for today, guys. If you've enjoyed it, do hit the like button and subscribe for much more. Hit the bell too so you never miss a upload. We do, of course, have another FM save alongside this one, which is my journeyman save, currently as the manager of Darlington. So check that out if you haven't already. Leave me a comment below, giving me your sympathies, because of the tough times that we are facing at the moment. But yeah, until the next one, guys, a big thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Up the Boro, eh?